Man, what's good, YouTube? Man, it's your boy Reese in the Cut. We back with y'all with another video today. God damn, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. First off, I just want to say, I want to give all glory to God for just letting me come, just be here today and just be on the camera. I feel rejuvenated. I feel revived. I'm 21. I'm a grown man. This is my, you know what I'm saying? It feel weird for me to say because like I feel like it took me so long to get to where I am now, and I'm here. I'm a grown man. Like I can finally say that. So yeah, as y'all can tell by the title of the video, if you can touch it, if you can see it, you can touch it. All right. We're gonna explain. We're gonna break this down today of what I mean by that. Some of you out there who are already on that level, y'all already know what it means, but we're gonna go depth into it today. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Man, y'all boys been killing it, bruh. Don't clap for me. Clap for y'all. Y'all boys been killing it. The subscribers, the comments, the everything, the engagement is crazy, dog. Y'all really rocking with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying like, you know, it's gonna be them days where y'all don't rock with me though. Nah, just saying it like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna be some of them days y'all don't rock with the kid, but y'all been rocking with me since I first put out the how to save your first $10,000 video. So I appreciate everybody out there. I appreciate all the genuine vibes. I'm a genuine person. I'm all about genuine vibes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get straight to the video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Just had to get that little yap session off right there real fast. I'm so grateful for y'all. So yeah. So first off, if you can see it, you can touch it, right? So with that being said, the vision. In this video, we're going to be talking about the vision a lot. So there's already been a vision created for everybody. Before you were born, before you were put on this earth, there was already a prophecy, a vision. God had a plan for you before you was even thought of in the womb. You know what I'm saying? Before you even thought about, before you were even in your mom's womb, there was already a vision and a prophecy created for you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what is a prophecy? What is the prophecy or a prophecy? For some of you guys who don't know what that is, basically a prophecy is just a prediction in the future in the supernatural universe. So it's just something that we can't see, but it was already made for us. Now, with that being said, prophecies, that doesn't mean it's inevitable. Inevitable which means that it's actually just has to happen no matter what. Like, no matter, it can be changed. A prophecy can be changed, altered, or it can be denied. It can. You know, just because it was built for you in the supernatural world doesn't mean that it can't be changed. So yes, it can be altered, but the goal is to fulfill the prophecy. All right? The vision, the plan that was already built for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, if you can see it, you can touch it. Because once you get that vision, God gives you that vision, that prophecy, that he installs into your mind. Our brains cannot physically or mentally think up things that we don't know anything about. Okay? So that's God putting that vision and installing that prophecy into your head. So you ever wonder why we get visions? You ever wonder why we have dreams? Like you see yourself driving an $80,000 Mercedes Benz. You ever just had that in your head and you just thought about, where did I get that from? Why would I have in my mind that I just picture myself driving a $100,000 car? That's not you putting that vision in your head. That's God putting that vision in your head. So the purpose of that vision is God wants us to fulfill that vision because he feels like that's what we should have. So why not think like that? So yeah, that's why it's important. It's important to go with the vision. The vision that's inside of you, that has been installed inside of you, that's why it's important to go along with it. Don't block it. Don't run away from it. Don't shy away from it. Go towards the vision because that's the vision that's the prophecy that God wants you to have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just to kind of clarify you guys on like visions and the prophecy and all that stuff like that. Not trying to get too spiritual, but it is what it is. It has to be talked about because everybody has a plan. God put a prophecy in everybody's head, put a vision in everybody's head. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, basically, yeah, like I said, prophecies can be changed though. They can be altered. But that depends on you as a person. It can be changed or altered if you tweak it, mess with it up. But you gotta go align with it. You gotta align with the vision. You gotta align with it. You know what I'm saying? You can mess up a prophecy. You can mess it up. Just because it's a prophecy doesn't mean it's gonna absolutely happen. There is ways that us human beings, we do mess up things by either being disobedient to God, doing things that we got no business doing, stuff like that. All right. But if you do what you need to do, follow the path, follow God, ask him where to lead you to, there's no way you can mess it up. All right. So remember that too. But yeah, so it's not us who envision these visions. Like I said, it's the higher power that installed them into your brain. All right. So remember that. I already covered that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's up to us to physically to achieve these goals. And how do we physically achieve them once God has installed the prophecy and the vision in your head? That prophet, like I said, that vision of you driving down the street, driving at $100,000 Mercedes Benz that you just saw out the blue just had. Like, you ever just been in school, you just daydreaming, and you just see yourself with a family, 3 kids, house on Wall Street, driving this big Escalade. That's not the vision that you created because you knew nothing about that vision before it was even in your head. You can't think of your own vision. God put that vision in your head because, you know what I'm saying, he just like, all right, that's what I want you to have. Go get it. Now, how do we physically go get it? Now, once we thought about it, once it's been installed into our brain, and now once we take the time to process it, we gotta go to God now. We gotta no ifs and buts about it. You gotta go to God and you gotta ask him, all right, I agree with the vision. I love it. Where do you want me to do now? What do you want me to do? Lead me to the vision. All right. That's why I always say on this channel, you gotta build a relationship with God. You got to. You can't do it on your own. There's no way that you're going to see that vision and you're going to go out there and do it your own way and you're going to be successful at it. No, you got to go to God, ask him to lead you to it. All right? Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you and this is the mindset that you have to have. If you see yourself, like the title of the video, if you can see it, you can touch it. So that mindset, if you see yourself in your vision with holding $100,000, you can touch it. You gotta have that mindset that if I'm seeing it in my head, then I can touch it because it's true. God's not gonna put something in your mind that you can't touch, that you can't have, that ain't gonna gravitate to you. He's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. That's just how the higher power works. It's a little strange. It could be strange if you don't understand it. But one thing about it, I know for sure, and in fact, he's not going to put something in your brain. He's not going to put something in your heart. He's not going to let you have a dream that you can't touch. There's no dream that you can't touch. So with that being said, that leads to the next topic. There's no vision too big. If God put it in your head, there's nothing too big for it. So with that being said, people block their blessings by mentally telling themselves that the vision is not realistic. That's when I said a vision can be altered. I mean, a prophecy can be altered. If you physically and mentally tell yourself that the vision that God put in your head is too big and too unreachable, okay, you just basically blocked your blessing because you just told God that the vision that he put in your head is too big for you to reach. You don't have enough ambition to go out there and get it. You don't want to work hard to go out there and get it. He gave you that vision, that gift for a reason because he knew that you can do it. He ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. Remember that too, y'all. So that's how people block the prophecy. That's how people block their visions. They doubt themselves, they give up on themselves, they don't believe in themselves. And some people, they just get scared. I'm not gonna lie. There is a lot of people who probably block their blessings from literally just being afraid. God had probably gave them a vision in their head where they probably like, look, dog, I want you to own this. I want you to have this business. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And they mentally just got scared in their head and just ran away from it. And the prophecy just alters to somebody else. You know what happens? He takes that prophecy and he gives it to someone else as well. You know what I'm saying? Since you weren't ready, he gonna bless the next person with it. So we're not ready, but since you weren't prepared, I'm gonna get to y'all on that in a second too. So yeah, next what I got for y'all? I'm starting to cook up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if it was put inside your brain, it was there for a reason. Like I said, touch that topic. A lot of people see the vision, they get scared, they decline it. Don't decline the prophecy. Don't decline the vision. You know what I'm saying? If you can see it, you can touch it. I'm going to keep saying this title all video. If you can see it, you can touch it, bro. That's the mentality that you're supposed to have anyway. You're never supposed to tell yourself that there's nothing in this world that you can't have because there's Anything in this world that you can have. If it was put down on this world, you can have it. You can touch it. Not saying that all things are good to have and touch it, but there's nothing on this earth that you can't have. So why think like that? Why think that something is too big for you to touch? Why is it unrealistic that you want $1 million Lambo? Why is that unrealistic? Stop letting people tell you that that's unrealistic. Just because they don't see themselves doing it, or they don't believe in what you got going on right now, don't mean that it ain't gonna come true for you. Maybe that same prophecy he ain't got in line for them. He probably ain't put that in their head yet. Remind you, everybody is given their own vision. God maybe didn't put that vision in that guy's head to be driving an Escalade because he knew that he not gonna be able to be ambitious enough to go and get that. So it's actually, you should be looking at it as a gift. You should be, you know what I'm saying? It's a compliment. That's a compliment. When you giving those visions in your head that you want more out of life, that's a compliment. Everybody don't get that. There's a lot of people out here that's stagnant who don't get those type of visions. They've been thinking small their whole life. When God allows you to think big, you're chosen. One of the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? You gonna run away from being the chosen one? I hope none of y'all watching this video will run away from being the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fulfill that prophecy, you fulfill that vision, dog, it's up from there. That's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? For example, for me, YouTube, right? YouTube was a vision that I always had in my head. But God had started that vision to me. I didn't think of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just out the blue just think of YouTube, but I saw myself doing something. But remember when I told y'all that a prophecy can alter? I never in a million years saw myself doing this. Being motivational, talking about financial advice, helping people out. Being that type of guy, you know, talking about God and stuff like that on my channel. Never in a million years thought I'd be doing that. I thought I was gonna be the Mr. J. Cinco sharking down on doing the Shay Frost things, all that, like the freaky videos, the whole 9 yards. That's what I picture myself doing. But he altered that for the better, for the good. Now I got a platform I actually love. I actually got a passion for this, right? But I still went along with it. I still kept showing up on the camera. I still kept coming. I didn't shy away from it. I didn't run from it. It just altered. He just altered it for me. He just changed it a little bit for me. But I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still aligning with the vision. I'm still coming here, showing up every other day on this camera, posting content, doing YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it could turn into something bigger and better. See, you might envision it, and you might envision it in your own little way. Go along, keep going along with it though. And it might get altered for the better. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like a quick example of like what I mean of a prophecy. Like, continue to go on with it. Continue, don't run from it. You may not do it in your own little way, but it's gonna work out in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, like that example from me doing YouTube and stuff like that. So if I ran from this, you guys would never be watching me right now. That's another example. This was in the prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by, like, if you can see it, you can touch it, right? This is in the prophecy. If I would have ran from being a content creator or being a YouTuber, like, oh no, I'm too shy. Oh, this and that, I don't want people looking at me. I don't want people watching me. I don't want people making fun of me. Imagine if I would have thought like that, if I would have shied away from the vision that God had for me and the plan that he had for me. You guys watching this video, you wouldn't know who I am. You wouldn't be getting this important knowledge that you guys are getting from this video. So you guys can go on your own path and start your own vision. And go along with your vision that God has for you. Okay? That's another good example. Don't shy away from this. Don't shy away, because at the prophecy, it's in the prophecy. It's literally in it. You know what I'm saying? You got to go along with it, bro. Like I said, if I would have shied away, y'all never be watching me right now. Think about that. Y'all probably didn't think about it like that. Imagine if I would have ran from this. Y'all wouldn't know who I was. I see a lot of you guys get touched through these videos. So, you know, why would I run from it now? Can't run from it. You know what I'm saying? So I had this vision since I was like 15. God had started this vision in my head of me being a content creator since I was 15. Like I said though, I didn't know I was gonna be doing this. Didn't know I was gonna be talking about God on my channel. Didn't know I was gonna be giving financial advice, didn't know none of this. All right, but it's the fact that he installed it, and I just took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So remember this too. Nobody is never gonna be 100% ready, but you will be prepared. He's not gonna put a vision or a prophecy inside of your head if you are not prepared. All right. A lot of us are prepared. Let me tell you guys the difference. There's two differences between being ready and being prepared. None of us are never ready. You're never gonna be ready when he puts that vision or that prophecy in your head. Being ready implies of being in a state of immediate readiness, while prepared suggests having taken the necessary steps beforehand to be ready. All right. So being prepared is basically just the steps that you have to take in order to be ready. You're never ready. Being ready never comes before being prepared. All right. So of course, when God gives you these visions and these prophecies inside of your head to fulfill, so you can better your life, be successful in life, none of us are never going to be ready, and he knows that. That's the art of it, because you knowing that you're not ready, you still have to go out there and chase it though. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you knowing that you're not ready for something that's so big, but you still choose to chase it. That's powerful. That's faith. And now you get blessed 100 times more just from doing it, just off of not being ready. You're not even ready. And he knows that. And the fact that you still went out there and you trusted him. You trusted the prophecy. You trusted the vision. You seen it. Now you can touch it. So that wraps up that wraps up the video right there, man. Be prepared. You might not be ready, but you're prepared though. He wouldn't have gave it to you if you weren't prepared. So yeah, make sure y'all boys like, comment, and subscribe. Just some quick motivation for you guys. Hopefully, you guys might need to watch this video a couple of times to kind of process what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting better at this myself. You know, I'm freshly 21. Hey, it's up from here. I'm gonna be back to y'all with more content, man. Y'all know I am, because y'all know I love this stuff, bro. Hey, ski.